concept of the red pill, the ideology, red pill thought, has become this strange movement revolving around hypergamy. It's a strange direction. It's almost as if someone hijacked it and started driving the bus somewhere else.
I will throw this out. I will say it's a mark of genius. And I mean that sincerely. If you are hurt by something, if you've been traumatized by something, and so many of us are, and you want to find a reason why. You want to be able to sit down. Okay, what was it? And I think what happened was that we had people circling around in on it, and that's an element of self-introspection. And I think there's something admirable about that. There was reconstituted. And so when you sit down and say, okay, when we talk red pill, we talk about hypergamy, and we focus in on the sexual imperatives of women, and that's kind of the idea. We can identify the source. It's hypergamy. That's what drove the behavior. That was the cause for it. Okay, so we've identified it. So the next point we have is we also then couple that immediately with hypergamy doesn't care. Okay, because it's a force of nature, and nature doesn't care. Okay, nature demands. Okay, and so we say hypergamy doesn't care. Okay, so that just relieved you of fault, didn't it? That relieved you of agency.
It's a smokescreen. I'm no longer responsible
Correct.
for anything.
Yes, and it's low agency. You're not taking ownership of it. You had no involvement.
Classic blame shifting.
Correct, and we have all that. And then the third element to all that, the thing that ties this all up in an awesome freaking bow and just presents it as a present, is the phrase, all women are like that.
Yeah.
Now, you've actually eliminated any future obligation you have to circle back and actually correct the things that you should have had agency for, the things you had control, and the things you failed to do. And you see it time and time and time again with a lot of these thought leaders who have been hurt, who have been damaged, who legitimately have honest gripes and been injured, but they're not doing the hard work. And interestingly, they'll project that. They'll criticize others remorselessly, shamelessly, without empathy. Okay, about do the hard work. And yet there they sit, okay, having not done it themselves. They have not turned back on a biological imperative, which is a higher order imperative. A sexual imperative is a lower order. Your prime objective, your prime order is to first survive. And we talk about Poland. Poland survived. The second was to reproduce.